friends, good afternoon. You are here on Magnolia Design Co. Magnolia Design Co. We're going to be doing a 8 days of Christmas today, and I'm excited to show you what we're going to be doing. So it's going to be Santa's Magic Christmas tag. I'm stumbling over my words already. Excuse me for that. It's Santa's Magic Key, and I absolutely love it. So if you would go spread this out into, you know, the abyss of Facebook world so that they know that we're here, we would appreciate it. The things that's going to be in this is going to be the little Magic Santa key stencil, and then you're also going to need, let me show you. I want to make sure that there we go. I'm backwards and you're right. So you're going to have this little tag that's going to be in there as well in this little kit. You're also going to have some red gingham-like ribbon that's going to be in there, some jute string, a cute little key that you can embellish with, and you're going to have 2 packets of paste that's also going to be in this kit. It's really, really cute. I believe it's $22.99 is what they're doing it for today. It is, and it's just adorable. Ash, I so love it. So make sure if you haven't gotten it, do it, because what I'm going to be showing you this afternoon is going to be an experience, okay? And that's what I think that we need to do for the holidays, is create experiences. So I'm going to cut and I'm going to fuzz. It's always very, very, very important that you fuzz your stencils. That way that it will stick to the surface and just keep the integrity of your stencil as well, okay? If you have any questions, I do have someone that's here to answer them for you that will be in the comments. So shoot away with the questions that you have, and we will be able to answer them for you, okay? Some people do this, some people don't. I like to fold my edges a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit easier for me to grab that stencil, like so. You have a choice on these surfaces. I believe one is unpainted and one is painted. I have the painted one, okay? Good morning, Vonda. How is everybody? Hi, Julie. Glad to see you, ladies. So I like to, you know, pull this on and off at least 2 or 3 times. I even like to put a small amount of wax on my surface as well sometimes. But this one feels pretty slick, so I'm not going to worry about it too bad. All right, so yes, Magnolia's here. She's saying hello to everybody, so make sure you say hello back to her. And I need to ask, is there a tradition that you do every year at Christmas to just kind of bring in the holidays? Something that your family absolutely loved? Tell me in the comments about that. I'd love to know. Do you get the whole stencil with the kit or just the one-sided? She'll be able to answer that question for you. So she's asking, do you get the whole stencil with the kit or just the one side? All right. Now, we got it fuzzed up. We actually got a couple of little fur balls that came with it. And I'm going to make sure it's not in the actual screening part. And I just honestly took that fuzzing mat right out of my package, so it's going to be nice and fuzzy. Hello, Grace. How are you? Okay, so if you do fuzz it, just make sure that you go back and you look through these little screens right here real quick, and to make sure that nothing is over it, and just move it right out of the way, which is what I'm doing, because it picked up some of the green fibers right off of the fuzzing mat. So I don't want it to mess up right where I'm going to be putting the letters at. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? You go through the whole thing. But if you do happen to do that, we have some little tools that can help you fix that too. So, alrighty. Now, I don't know about you, but every Christmas, Dad always would like to tell us a Christmas story of some kind. And he'd always, of course, want to tell us about the reason for the season, that is that Jesus was born. So he would go over this experience and tell us these stories And then on Christmas Eve, he would take us outside and he would have us look up to the sky, and he would tell us that there was all kinds of stars up there that was guiding the wise men to where Jesus was, because that was the main reason for the season. But he also said that Santa Claus was sent down to earth to be the good man, to share gifts with others that didn't have any, that was always on the good list. Now, this is my dad's story, okay, I'm telling you about. So he gave us an experience. Thank you. I need to reorder my Magnolia apron, honestly, because that's the one I should be wearing today. See, here's Magnolia right here. But last year when I was on my trip, somehow I was using it for a DIY and it got left behind, I think. So, all right, so we have this little, it's a washable paint. It's called Candy Apple Red you're going to get. And this probably is going to take hardly no time to do, seriously. It's going to probably take no time. But I'm going to be doing 2 different colors on this. So, Santa's Magic Key. Now, you can do this in any colors you choose if you want to, but they're going to send you the 2 colors that goes with it. I probably would have done red and black just because that's how I like my things. But, let me use this one. I'm going to use this one. That's not coming out for me very well right now. Did she answer your question for you? I think she did. Okay. So, I'm just going to go ahead and use my own because it just feels natural to me. So, I'm going to do the Santa's Key, Magic Key in red. And I'm also going to do Santa Claus. And then I think I'll do the letters in green, okay? Or maybe I'm going to do the opposite. Yeah, I'll do the opposite. Let's do the letters in red. So, decisions, girls, decisions. Isn't that probably the hardest part about wanting to do any of these DIYs? It's not the hardest part, but I mean, goodness gracious. You really, if anything like myself, I'm color coordinated a little bit, so. And who in the world loves, seriously, I love green and red together for Christmas. It's really pretty. All right, you want to try to stay in one direction when you're putting your paste on so that you don't possibly do anything that's called bleeding and it goes up underneath the stencil. I'm going to wash this off really quick. Good morning, Beverly. Y'all say hello to Magnolia. No, it might be Crystal or Lisa, one of the 2 that's in the comments today. And again, what colors do you use for Christmas? I would love to know as well. Are you a traditional? Or are you not traditional? I'd love to know what colors you use. All right, so we're going to go with Santa's Magic Key in green. I think that'll be fun. And then we're going to do down here. Now, if you have a very large stencil, you just want to try to work a little faster with it because it will dry possibly. And you just want to do a section, like for instance, I would do the top section and I would pull up and then I would work my way down. Ooh, this is so the peel and reveal, girls. Who's ready? Do some drum. Drum, drum, drum. You do traditional. Oh, then you are going to love this one. Oh, it's so pretty. I so love this, but I have to do a little bit of drying. Always make sure you have a water bath to put this in, and you always want to put it face down in your water. Okay, so there it is. Now, you do a red and green traditional. I do all kinds of colors. Maybe it's the creator in me. I'm going to show you really quick, but I want to dry it because I don't want to stick. Look how gorgeous that came out. But we're going to vavoom it up a little bit, okay? If you're a new creator and my first run with canvas materials in, and now I'm a little scared of the inks. It's something you can work with. I wouldn't be intimidated. Inks are best used on glass and ceramic surfaces along with material. Those are the three surfaces I find that ink is the best to work with. You also, on most occasions, don't want to fuzz it too much if you're going to put it on a glass. I try not to, fuzz it 2 or 3. I probably no more than 2 times. Now, this is just my experience. But you definitely have to make sure that you're going to fuzz it. Okay? And then I like to make sure that especially around the image and the words, that it's, placed down really nice. And you just want to be careful that you're not going to stretch the stencil. That way it does not mess up the integrity of what you're trying to make, and that you can use it over and over again. Okay? So, I want to touch. It's a little, okay, almost there. Another thing I also would have done, they sent a gold key. There's nothing wrong with this gold key. I absolutely love it. But I probably would have painted it black. I'm just giving you my creative thoughts, okay? But I'm going to leave it authentically the way it is, because that's the great thing about these kits. You can turn around and embellish them and make them your own style and what you like to match your decor, okay? So I'm just going to throw some creative ideas out there, but it's perfect the way it is. I'm just, giving you a little creative ideas. And then what you would want to do, I did not see the original picture on this. I only saw the one with the 12 Days of Christmas. I want to say, I believe that they probably attached this to the key, which makes sense to me. Okay, and probably tied it on. And then probably wrapped it around the key, which would, the actual board, which would be cute, and then put an embellished little bow on it. But again, I'm going to take it up a little level, give you some ideas on how to create an experience, especially for the children. All right, I'm going to cut that little extra off because I don't like it. It just bothers me a little bit. Yes, Beverly, you're almost in my thoughts, girl. You're almost in my thoughts. There's only a limited kits on these, so hopefully with the experience, I'm going to tell you what I would do with it, because I have grandchildren, you might consider wanting to do the same thing. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I have long enough that I'm just going to leave the key long enough on here, and so that it doesn't get lost and Santa knows where it's at, to open up this special little box that we're going to show you and what's in it. It's behind me. Then we're just going to leave it long enough that they can take this tag over to a special little box. Okay? And you're just going to wrap this around. However many times you want to do it. Okay? However many times you want to do it. And then you can either tie it to the back or you can glue it. And I'm going to make mine kind of, whatever you want to call it. Like I'm just wrapping it in so many different directions because I like the look. Okay. Let me tuck this key down in here a little bit, so it's in safe place as well in case. And then we got one more that we're going to wrap around. And then you can tie it off, okay? If you choose to do it that way. Their shipping is also very quick. So you have 1 to 2 days that they are going to be shipping the kits out, which is great because they'll be there definitely before Christmas. Still plenty of time to do something cute like this with the kids on Christmas Eve, or if you're going to be having a family Christmas party. which I have a lot of Christmas commitments to do. This weekend I have a Hawaiian themed Christmas, it's called Pig in the Backyard. They're going to literally take a pig, wrap it in banana leaves, and put it in the ground, which will be kind of cool. And so we're doing it Hawaiian theme. That's what you do when you're in Florida, friends, when you're celebrating Christmas. So I'm just going to make a pretty simple little bow. And if you want to, you can attach that bow to the key, or you can attach it to the top of your little sign. Okay. Let me do this clipping real quick. Do a little angling. And you do get this little ribbon as well to come with it. So I'm just going to put that right at the top. Oh, that is so cute. Yeah, the small kids love, love, love this. And that's why I want to give you my thoughts of an experience that you can do with them. So I'm going to move this out of the way. And I'm going to set everything up right here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So you have your little key that I tucked up here in the fronts. If you want to, you can also put it down at the bottom, but it is so stinking adorable. But you can also put it off over on the side, okay, so that it will hang there. And again, if you don't like it in the gold, then you can paint it in black, whatever color you want. But to give that child the experience, because it is Christmas, let me pull everything out for you. We want to make sure that we leave Santa a little snack. So what you can do is set up some cute little muffins or cookies or whatever. You know, we still want Santa to feel like he's being healthy in today's world, you know. But anyhow, you can set this up, put your little sign either on an easel or just tucked right in front of it, and then you can put a hole. That's why I was saying black. Put a hole right here in the middle, paint it black, so that the child on Christmas morning will know that the black key goes into the black hole. And so that way Santa also will know where he needs to go in and get his list. So in here is the child's list to Santa, okay? And then he's got on there what he wants and hoping, of course, that he's on the good list. So you can leave that because he's kind of a little bit sweet-talking Santa. You know what I'm talking about? So, and then, of course, you can also include your own little list in there with your grandchild or your child. And like mine is peace on earth and more time with family and for all to know, of course, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So you can put that in there, okay? Again, it's about creating an experience. Not only is it a cute decor, but I promise you that that child and that grandchild will remember that memory that you took that extra step to do with them, and putting all this together with their help, having them bake the cookies with you or bake this little, you know, the chocolate muffin, and then help them do the stenciling as well, because it's a little gift to Santa so he doesn't forget what he needs to do when he arrives at your house. And you can arrange a little note in the front that says, Santa, this is for you. You know what I mean? Or Santa, we wanted to give a gift to you. And create the whole thing. And it's just going to be so memorable for those those children, those grandbabies. I mean, whoever you want to do it with. Even my son at 15 would still crack up, but he would definitely do it with me because he would think it would be a great memory to create with him. So, thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. Make sure that you grab this kit today so that you can create your own little experience with them. And you all have a great and wonderful, fabulous day. So glad that you could join us. See you on our next DIYs.